The first time I was ever at the Cellar, I went up to the bar. Greg Giraldo was there, and I wanted to order a drink. And the bartender was like talking to someone on the corner. I said to Jim, I said, hey, what's the bartender's name? And he goes, Jim Norton. And he goes, oh, it's Ralph. I went, Ralph. And the guy turns and goes, are you talking to me? I was like, yeah, Ralph. And he goes, Tommy. And I look at Jim and he is dying fucking laughing.
Yeah, that's fun.
What would be the best? What would let's just workshop a few virtue signaling tweets that I would put out on your phone, and would get the most traction.
The most traction? Well, what's the hottest shit right now?
It's gun control, women's rights,
the abortion law. Yeah, those abortion laws are pretty big right now.
Okay, now what? Okay, what direction would you take the virtue signaling? Would you go alt right or alt left?
Oh, definitely alt left.
Oh, okay.
Are you saying for the biggest reaction?
For the biggest reaction.
I think on social media with like our followings.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah, a lot of our fans would be like, I agree with you actually.
Yeah.
If you went alt right.
I think I think they would go. I think you'd have to go. Now, gun control is the interesting one because that one, I think that a lot of people that like are fans. If you did the alt-right abortion stuff, they would be like, this is kind of like, they wouldn't think that, because those laws are fucking kind of insane. Like they're like no protection for incest and rape. So it's like, if you're like, it's how it's got to be. I mean,
no abortions for incest and rape in Alabama. By the way, two of the most popular ways to procreate in Alabama, incest and rape.
Yeah.
And my wife's from Alabama. I can make that joke.
Yeah.
Not really, but close enough. I think gun control would be the one where you would lose a lot of the fans. Where they'd be like, bro, I remember
when I liked you.
PETA. I backed up PETA.
Yeah.
I backed up PETA one time. And I said something about dogs, about hunting dogs, or something about hunting. And then I said to this, and then this guy wrote back. He goes, "Bro, keep your mouth shut. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about." And I looked at his profile, and it's him with his dog. I go, "Hey, asshole, you're sitting with your dog in your profile picture." And he goes, "Hey, asshole, read the name of my fucking handle, and it's West Virginia Bird Dog Hunter." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, bro."
I mean, if you really wanted to get traction on mine, you could do like some special needs. Tweets. Like
any apology would, like, if you were like, guys, for the longest time I have been speaking inappropriately.
Oh my God.
You'd be like, what the fuck happened to you, Tom?
Yeah. Well, people would go like, this is a really particularly mean troll of you to do. Because they'd be like, he's not serious.
I'd much rather troll people than virtue signal.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, trolling people is the fucking ultimate.
It's so fun. It's like the fun thing we're talking about.
Especially when people just keep dragging along and they're weird. I don't.
Dude, I mean, it's probably, this is going to come out later, but I've been doing that shit for like this Theo stuff,
God.
Did you see when I did the one where I go, hey, do you guys have any suggestions of guests we should have on the show?
Dude, and it was Theo. What about Theo? Theogate.
And then I was like, hey, I got your suggestions. We got your top.
Jesselnick, Sebastian.
They were like, what the fuck, man?
Dude, that was, I got that and I quote tweeted it and I wrote, oh, please get at The Miz on. I would love to see him and Christina talk about their days on Road Rules. And people are like, oh, what about Theo? He was on Road Rules.
I mean, how dumb that is the fun of trolling. But when the people are like, because I identify with, in those things, like somebody goes, you can see in the comics, someone will be like, dude, you're ignoring us on Theo. And someone writes to them, don't you think it's obvious, you fucking idiot? That's who I identify with. The person who's going like, how do you not get this? How do you not get how obvious this is?
The best troll ever is Colin Quinn.
Oh my God. His whole feed is trolling.
It's just trolling people. I love it. I may love that more than a funny tweet.
Oh my God. He's
a good troll.
There's nothing like the sound of laughter to wake up to in the morning. Like his shit is just so absurd.
Just type in best Colin Quinn troll tweets. I'm sure they have a
just
fucking website.
Just Colin Twin tweet. We could actually probably go through what you were doing, but yeah, just scroll down. Scroll. Keep going. I like when he's like, when he gets real sincere about his craft, you know? What's it say?
Anything about the military is
Then I will
awesome.
return. The new special. Someone says that we love the new special. We've got room for you on the couch. And he goes, then I will return. You'll be on the couch, and I'll be in bed. I'm CQ from the Lost Tribes of the Quins of Belfast, and I expect a hero's welcome and nothing less. All right, that's kind of like not what I'm talking about, but
Can I tell you my favorite, the hardest I've ever laughed, Colin Quinn, and this is coming up on Something's Burning.
yeah.
I asked, he went to a summer school. I'm telling this story wrong, but I think I'm telling it better. He went to summer school one year in Brooklyn, right? Mm-hmm. So all the kids, and it was like summer school for kids that weren't bad enough to go to jail, but weren't good enough to not have to go to summer school.
He went to one?
He did. Mm-hmm. And it was all the boroughs had to go to this one school. So he's like, imagine the Bronx, Brooklyn, Long Island, New York City. So everyone was dressed differently. Everyone, like, he's like the Guidos, the Italians, the Puerto Ricans, the blacks. He goes, everyone came in. And
Go to the top one. Go. Yeah.
There we go. And he was like, the black kids were the funniest. And I said, really? And he goes, yeah. He had told this. I made him tell this again. He said one day there was a guy in his class named Godfrey, a black kid named Godfrey. And they were all in class. The bell rings and everyone's about to get up and the door opens and it's one of Godfrey's friends, another black guy. And the guy looked in the room and goes, hey, Godfrey, your dad says leave the shoes by the door. He needs them for work. And shut the door. And everyone was like, you're so poor you only have one pair of shoes? Dude, I love shit like that. What's this?
This is a Colin Quinn tweet. It says, the conflict between Arabs and Israelis is not just about land, but in my opinion, there's a religious aspect that can't be ignored.
This is perfect. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, that's what else does he have here? Hey girls, if you want to look more appealing to me, forget the push-up bras and push up the sides of your mouth. A smile is the new tits. Fuck, man.
Oh my God.
I'm not a racist who believes in white privilege, but I do believe very strongly in white power. How much of a savage was he with that profile picture? You know, back in the day?
Yeah.
Dude, he must have been he's crashing a beer on his head. He's like a fucking young Bert.
Dude, you know he partied hard as fuck in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because he doesn't party at all. He like went sober. How much fun would, okay, name it. Okay. 10 comedians, me and you are 2 of them. So now 8 comedians. Mm-hmm. Slumber party in a cabin up in the woods.
Whew.
Just like camp, right?
Yeah.
And we get one comedian's the counselor who's like, follow the rules. Hey guys, lights out, no more talking.
Right.
Comes in, clicks. Name the 8 comics that are in the room with us to bust balls all fucking night, and then name the camp counselor.
All right. Well, first of all, it's like, who do you want to hang out and laugh with, right?
David Tell, Colin Quinn.
Chad Daniels.
Todd Glass.
Trying to think. Hold on. Who makes you giggle every time you see him?
Brian Callen.
Callen's a lot of fun.
Callen's just hardcore giggles. You need those snipers. You need like a one-liner zinger, like a Todd Barry or someone.
Yeah.
To throw in. Now we need a couple girls in there that can bust balls and hold it.
You can bust balls.
I would have said Sarah, but I won't say Sarah because that's too obvious. Morgan Murphy.
She's hilarious.
Morgan Murphy.
Oh, if you're bringing her, you got to bring Zach with her.
Oh my God, Zach Galifianakis. That is the ultimate.
How about a little diversity?
It's a summer camp, Tom. So who's the camp counselor that just gets fucking irate?
Well, it better be a black guy.